obvious differences are obvious. Obvious difference in size, obvious difference in that the white one has this crust around the edge where it actually lifted the lid and squeezed itself out. Very, very flat top. Obvious difference from this angle as well. That extremely flat top. You can see the crummy texture. There is an obvious difference in colour, even in the obviously orange lighting on my camera screen. The sun has gone down, which is why the lighting in here isn't as good, and you're relying on artificial light from behind me. But there's the mostly wholemeal rye flour, and here's the entirely strong white flour. Nice crumbly texture. It's still moist there. It didn't get quite as hot inside as out, even with the lids on to make it heat more evenly. I'm going to call it sufficiently cooked. You have this crusty edge on it here, and inside it's much softer than that. Got a bit of spring to it. This looks like some sort of French patisserie or viennoiserie or some such thing. This was 40 minutes and then tipped out of the tins to toast the undersides so that we don't get soggy bottoms. As you can see, the bottom is in fact toasted all the way across on both. Just at 150. The cooking instructions that I have found usually do use hotter temperatures than that, but I'm going to call this done and chance eating some and see whether I get terrible indigestion. One note: completely used up all the water, used up some of the water from that was left over from this one just to adequately moisten this one, and then of course made it more moist by adding some rather wet olives. So slightly more water needed for this than the 200 I provided, slightly less than 200, sorry, about the 200 I needed. No, slightly more than 200, I was right the first time. Needed for this, just over 200 mils, slightly less than 200 for this. You probably want to start with 150 and then add some more water to the jug to rinse the last of the yeast out into your dough, rather than having yeast left over in the jug when you've added enough water. I'm going to have a couple of slices and see how they taste.